This is tutorial 2, Java programming. So basically last tutorial we installed Java. So we are going to continue with our tutorial. So we are going to create a program and we are going to name it iBooster test.java. We are going to compile it, then we are going to execute it. So one thing though, in order to continue with our program, remember we are using a notepad, so we are going to open a notepad and then save our program, our notepad as iBooster test.java. So let us start with that. So I'm going to run notepad and I'm going to save my program as iBooster test.java. It is important that you save it as .java because it is a Java program. So I've created a folder under C drive. I have called this folder iBooster. So I'm going to save it inside iBooster. So here it is. It is saved inside iBooster. So now we are starting with our Java language. So there are some other things that I want us to discuss before continuing with this program. So we need to understand what is public. Public means that this class, it is available to be used within this program by other classes, So then again, we have something that is important that we call it static. It means that you can call a method even if you have never created the object to which it belongs to. You will understand this once we grow in Java. Then we have a void. Void means that every function that has void, it means we are not expecting it to return anything, because normally when you write a function, you are expecting it to return a string, you are expecting it to return an integer, you are expecting something from it. So this one, when you create it, normally it will run even if it's not returning anything. So now, one thing that is important though, you need to know that in Java programming language, every application must contain a main method. In other words, this main method, it actually tells the program, this is where you start. This is where you start. Remember, when you create applications, you are just writing instructions to a computer. So you tell a computer, you start with this method. Yes. So every line of code that can actually run needs to be inside a class. So you will understand all these things when we start programming. So let us start with Java. So we are going to create a public class and then we are going to call it iBooster test. Inside this class, remember we said every application must have a main method. So we are going to create a public static void main. Then it's a string. This one, you need to know that it's an array. It's an array, and then we will learn more about it. This is a string array. You will learn more about arrays when we continue, because it's more technical and you need to understand how to program before we can discuss. So for now, when you create application, just know it must have a main, and a main must have a string array. Okay, good. Inside this array, this is where the magic happens. This is where we normally give application what they need to be doing. So for read purposes, that is why I took it there. So inside this function, so we are going to write system.out normally what we are saying dot print ln, it means dot print line. So inside this line, this is what we want to see when this program is running. So we want to say hello world. Then this part, it means to say new line. We are saying on a new line, which means on the second line. This is what we want to see. Then again on other new line, this is what we want to say. My name is Relay. So for now, let's just leave it there. And then one thing that is important, you need to close it with semicolon. So for now, let us leave it there. We have a class starts here and class end here. We have static public method and it ends here. So let us save. So now we are going to test our program by running cmd command prompt. So in the command prompt, when you first start, remember the last time we checked whether the Java C is running. So right now we need to locate our folder, which is this folder. It's under C drive, iBooster. This is what we want to run. So this is where the part compiler, compiler, what it simply means, it means that with a compiler, it simply means that you are actually telling the program, or you are changing a program to be able to go, because there are a lot of programming languages, and then we have one matching languages, which is binary, zeros and one and zeros. So we are changing Java into one and zeros. So by so doing, let us first locate our program, which is here. Let's first locate it. Then we are going to say cd. Then we are going to cd iBooster. We are now inside that file. So we are changing it by, we are compiling it. So we say Java C, the name of our application. In this case, our application is iBooster test.java. Then we have compiled it. So we need to run. Once you have compiled it, then you can run your program. So when we are running our program, we're going to say Java iBooster test. Then inside iBooster test, from this part, you can say we wrote hello world. We made a lot of this. Then we say my name is Relay. So this part inside here, we have just written our program is running. So this is our program. Then guys, we will build on this in the next tutorial. Sure.